This must be Montana. Lightning, hail, storm, wind, rain, tornadoes, all at the same time.
One thing that's totally unrealistic about U.S. Cavalry School is the food.
Smoked teriyaki glazed chicken.
Here we be, and there you go.
No one on campaign with the 7th Cavalry ever ate like this.
Appreciate it.
How's dinner?
Good as always.
Yeah?
Haven't had a bad meal yet.
Good.
With help from his cheerful assistants Julie and Barbara,
Everybody's got a story, everybody's got a smile, and it just adds to the day.
Chef Tony Sean is in charge of the kitchen.
They come in here expecting hardtack and biscuits and beans, and then they're getting what I would have to say is restaurant quality food.
Competition barbecue has long been Tony's passion.
I can take what I learned there and just scale it up and move right into this.
Frontier Finery on for reenactment day, huh?
Yes, sir.
Dinners include spaghetti, meatloaf, and steak, plus special requests.
Cater to everybody as well as we can.
Tony does all that in a tent, where everything you see has to be hauled in and set up. And there are challenges, like the weather, which did act up a time or two.
This must be Montana. Lightning, hail, storm, wind, rain, tornadoes, all at the same time.
But for Tony, it's all worth it.
Seeing the satisfaction on people's faces, telling me that the food is way better than what they expected.
How'd you like to eat that all week?
We do get a look at what the real 7th Cavalry ate during one of our outdoor classroom sessions. And one of the staples was a thing called hardtack. Made of flour, salt, and water, it was hard as a rock and lasted just as long.
No, this came in a box just like this, and they would hand them out, and they were left over from the Civil War.
Hardtack was among the supplies the trooper carried on his McClellan saddle, along with a blanket, canteen, carbine, ammo, and a greatcoat. About 100 pounds of gear altogether, neatly organized to fit on the horse.
All right, go ahead, go down, fall in, and water your horse.
A group of adventurous Cav School students put those packing skills to use late one afternoon, riding out to an overnight campout on the other side of the Little Bighorn. It's beautiful, unspoiled Montana. The trail takes us through a big prairie dog town, and the little critters are chattering with excitement over their unexpected visitors. The overnight camp is on the banks of the picturesque Little Bighorn, where for one night, these 21st century troopers will give up their relatively cushy wall tent, complete with cot, to sleep on the ground, underneath the stars.
Just like the cavalrymen did it back then.
They'll even eat hardtack, along with a nice meal of chili cooked over an open fire. And later, pull guard duty throughout the night to keep an eye on the horses.
This is a little bit more true to how troopers would have lived in the 1870s. Definitely not as hard, but it gives them a little taste. Just they're going to eat a little salt pork, they're going to eat a little hardtack, they're going to sleep on the ground with their saddle blankets and, live with their horses out here.
Any complaints aside about the reasons why they were here, having gone through this myself, it demands respect, You can say what you will about politics or intentions, but soldiers have it rough, and they're really amazing people to do this day in and day out.
The sun is just coming up as the troopers return to base camp the next morning after an experience they won't soon forget.
It was fantastic. We had a great time.
Yeah, we all took watch. So my watch was from 1 to 2, but it went by really fast, and yeah, it was a cool experience.